usually just back into his office and then tell him all our problems and he'll give us lengthy advice. I can also remember his support during the Asofila Demo Day in 2016 when Kojak was nominated as one of the top 30 technology companies in Nigeria. He has also supported and funded most of the top technology companies you can hear of in the country today, including Paystack, Kudi.ai, Trivalry, Mobile Phones, and the rest of them. He founded a Nigerian platform, which is a technology and software company about 9 years ago, and they've done tremendously well supporting building technology for the education sector. He's married with beautiful kids. I like the way he talks about his children on Twitter. I wish I could learn that from him. Please, can we give him a standing at the Club Innovation as I invite Mr. Kola Aina.
Morning, church. Good morning, church. It's so good to see so many of my friends in the audience. So I feel like I'm at home because this is home. I'd like to first of all thank Reverend Samuel and his beautiful wife for the opportunity to be here. I'd also like to thank the pastors and the entire congregation and the team that put this service together. I consider TTC my church and Pastor Reverend Sam my pastor. And so this is my church, and it's my pastor before he's your pastor. It's really great to have been invited to talk on a topic that is really personal to me. I've spent the last 10 or so years of my life working in the technology space, and it's been great to me. I've seen lots of transformation happen in terms of the impacts that technology has made. I didn't quite start out as a technologist, but I have seen how technology can change lives. It's changed my life. It's helped me create some impact, and it's helped me also create some wealth and also help other people. But I think it's really interesting that the church has chosen to delve deeper into this topic, because I think the timing is actually quite interesting, because as we're all aware, we are seeing the good, the bad of technology. And if we as a people do not, really hone in on the positives of technology, we run the risk of losing our reputation as a country. Now, no one gave me the memo, but I'm really glad that I was dressed the part. In my jeans and my jacket, so thanks for making me feel at home. I dress like this every day because that's how we dress in our sector. So before we start, I struggled a bit because as I was watching some of the clips, I'm like, they're talking about all the things I want to talk about, but I'm glad they didn't go too far. Before we start, I think it's important that we situate the definition of technology. If you check the Webster's dictionary, technology is defined as the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. But I'd like to expand that definition a bit to say technology is the application of any kind of knowledge to create things that solve problems. And that starts to speak to what I hope to achieve here today, to essentially remind everyone that technology is essentially a tool that we can use to become creatives. And at the end of this, the few minutes I'll spend with you, I hope that you will leave here challenged to go out and do something new, either for yourself as an individual or as a business using technology. Most people, when they think about technology, they think about software. They think about Facebook, Twitter, or they think about computers and phones. But the reality of it is, technology spans every facet of society and every facet of our lives. It will surprise you to know that language is actually technology. The creation of language, because at some point someone had to sit down and put together the scripts and the letters and the typography. That in itself is technology. Machinery is technology. The tools you use in agriculture are a product of technology. Transportation is technology. Construction is actually technology. And so technology spans across. You don't have to be a techie. You don't have to use Facebook or Twitter to interact with technology. You could be in any industry. Name an industry today, and I can probably name 5 or even more technologies you can use to improve your outcomes. And so, at its core, technology is about creation. It's about the ability to create things. And isn't it interesting that the first line of the Bible, Genesis 1 verse 1, says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And so I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's really a really strong signal that tells us what God would like us to do. And technology truly is the means to achieve that. So why should we leverage technology? Why should we even bother? Why should we as Christians concern ourselves with how we might use technology? In the next few minutes, I'll share a few reasons why I think you should. First of all, as Christians, we always say that we are created in the image and likeness of God. And so if we are, this means we resemble Him, and we ought to act like Him. Now, if you're created in the image of a creator, this means that you are a creator, and you can create, and you should create. And so, what this means is we need to move from being consumers of technology to being creators of technology. One of the most contemporary challenges of the black race today is we are the largest consumers of everything, including technology. But we contribute very little in return to the field of technology. Now, if you don't believe that, I'd like to challenge you even further by suggesting to you that leveraging technology is actually an act of worship. Hello? You might ask me how. Technology as a tool helps us perform our stewardship of the earth in more significant ways. And so take for instance, if you're in the ministry of working with youth, you can sit in a room and mentor 5 people or even 20 people. But if you use technology to broadcast your message or share your counseling, all of a sudden you can then reach thousands of people. Now, do you see how that exponentially increases your ability to be a steward of the gift you're giving? And so when you start to look at technology as a tool for stewardship, you realize that it's an obligation, it's a responsibility that we all have as Christians to leverage technology to do what God has called us to do even more significantly. But I think there's a key operating word that is really important to keep at the back of your mind. It is possible to leverage technology for stewardship positively, and it is also possible to leverage it negatively. In the past few weeks, we've seen all kinds of stories out of people who unfortunately leverage technology negatively. And we are all, unfortunately, going to suffer for some of that in terms of discrimination and being stereotyped. And so it's really, really important that we take a firm stand, realize that we have a responsibility to leverage technology positively. There are several examples. Someone invented anthrax. You all know anthrax, right? A chemical device that is a lethal weapon. And so the same tools we use positively can be used negatively. There's a few other reasons why I think you must leverage technology. First of all, the reality is that you simply have no choice. Your customers, your members, your partners all expect you to use technology because they use technology in their day-to-day lives. They send emails, they communicate. I mean, the other day I was looking for a clearing agent, and I sent a message into a few WhatsApp groups that, look, I'm looking for a clearing agent, but I need one that uses email. Hello? You realize that that's a tough criteria for a clearing agent, because most of the people in that industry haven't necessarily made the shift to the use of technology. Increasingly, your customers the church members all expect that you engage with them using some kind of technology. So if you're a business here today, you don't have a website, your number doesn't come up on Google when you search for it, you are definitely losing customers. Hello? Am I talking to someone here today? If you're a business here, and if I put your business name on Google, it doesn't come up, your number or your address doesn't come up, you are losing business. Your customers expect that, and they take that for granted, that you would be leveraging technology. I think another reason why technology is critical to be leveraged is that there is no better way to expand the skill of your work. I'll give an example. There's a company we worked with, I think Dimba mentioned that company. The company is called Thrive Agri. Last year, using a very basic technology implementation, this company produced 2 million birds. Hello? Chicken, 2 million chicken. Now, this ordinarily, if you start a poultry today, a very manual poultry, it will probably take you a couple of years to scale to that size, right? This company was literally a year and 2 months old when they hit 2 million. Hello? Hello? This is the power of technology. When you apply the right technology, you can accelerate your pace of growth and expansion radically. That's why in my line of work, we invest in companies, but we're always looking for folks that have found a practical application of technology that can enable them to scale whatever they're doing significantly. And so now, now that you realize that, you all need to go back and think about how my technology amplified the work that I do. In what ways can I use technology today to improve the skill and the scope of what I do? Realizing that in doing that, you are actually carrying out an act of worship. Another reason why I think it's important that Christians leverage technology is that we live in a country where the scale and scope of challenges are quite enormous. Nigeria today is ranked as having the highest number of out-of-school children, right? You know that. We're also unfortunately ranked as the country with the largest concentration of poor people. You can name it. Any statistic that is negative, we tend to lead the charts. And with a scale of challenges so significant, you require speed, you require a massive scale to tackle it. By 2050, the UN forecasts that our population will exceed 400 million. Hello? And so if we don't start utilizing technologies to scale solutions, whether it be in healthcare, whether it be in education or agriculture, we simply would not be ready for what's coming. Now, more importantly, I strongly believe that Christians need to play a role in leveraging technology to solve these problems. Because at the heart of what we see going wrong in our country today is that you've got people that are doing business without a heart for that is connected, to some values and some morals. And so we need more Christians in the marketplace leveraging technology for scale. And this is the challenge before all of us today. Now, when you don't have to build a business that leverages technology, that's an option. In your day-to-day lives, there are ways that you can start leveraging technology today to become a better person, to learn new skills. And I'd just like to spend the next few minutes starting with some very basic ways that you can start leveraging technology today. And I'll end with the practical steps through which you might consider leveraging technology to expand your business or build a new business. Hello? So one of the first things that you can start doing today, leveraging technology, is improving your knowledge base, educating yourself. I challenge you that there is nothing you want to learn today that you can't learn on the internet. Nothing, absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, there's a school of thought that is suggesting today that people no longer require formal education. I don't subscribe to it, but companies like Google, Microsoft are actually hiring certain categories of employees, irrespective of whether they have a degree or not. In my companies, I honestly don't care what you've studied. I'm interested in, can you solve the problem? And can you demonstrate that you can solve the problem? And so, rather than spending time on Facebook, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have an Instagram, even though I'm a technologist. The only thing I have is Twitter, because Twitter is where I get my news from, and is where I interact with certain people. Rather than spending all your time, because I found out that Facebook and Instagram are a waste of time. Hello? If you're not selling something, or providing a service that people on Facebook or Instagram need, what are you doing on Instagram? The message earlier on said you should not snap a picture and post it when you are in the place where you are. Why are you even posting? Hello? Why are you posting? What's the point of posting? Look, I have family members that use Instagram and Facebook, so it's okay if you use it. But you really have to think about how you are utilizing your time on the internet. Because we only have 24 hours. So instead of using your time on the internet, on Instagram and Facebook, might you sign up for a course on Udacity? Might you learn a new skill? Might you take a nano degree? Hello? There is nothing you want to learn today that you can't learn on the internet. And as a matter of fact, on most of the social media platforms, you get access for free, but it's actually not free. Hello? These platforms are I was going to say stealing, but we'll X that. They're taking your personal data. And you know what they do with it? The world now uses that data to target you with advertising that is more convincing and that will ensure you spend the little money that you have. Hello? So, my not being on Facebook and Instagram has done me a world of good. Earlier on, someone was talking about depression and the spike in depression. The increase in depression is directly correlated with the increase in use of social media. Hello? And I can explain it. You see someone's post, they're in Dubai today, they're in Istanbul tomorrow, and you've not left Abuja. Somehow you'll be feeling one kind, as we say. You know, and you don't have to be an envious person. It's a natural human instinct. You won't even realize it when it's happening. The seeds of discord and resentment start to settle in your heart. And you know, the body is such an interesting thing. It starts to release all kinds of chemicals like cortisol and all of them. And next day, your brain nodes are spiking and all sorts of stuff. My not being on Facebook and Instagram is actually self-preservation. I want peace of mind. So I'm not here today to advocate a massive sign-off or log-off of Facebook or Instagram, because I think these tools are powerful, but use them as long as they are benefiting you or your business. If you provide a service, Facebook, Instagram are excellent ways to promote those services. But if you only use these platforms to check up on other people, you don't need it. Hello? You don't need it. And so going back to my list, number one is technology. You can leverage technology today to learn any skill that you're interested in learning for free. Am I tired? For free. There are several tools like Udacity, there's Khan Academy, YouTube is a university. Anything you want to learn today is online. But as you use these tools, I strongly recommend that you always check the privacy settings. Because governments around the world, particularly in the EU, have been sort of holding these companies accountable. They now provide you the tools to keep your personal data private. But guess what? They make it very difficult to locate. And so you have to take the time to go to the privacy settings. They will hide it at the bottom. You have to go to advanced settings, but you need to do it. Do you know that your phone today tracks your movements? Do you know that? And so literally, there's a setting on Google. If you have, who has Google on his phone? Who? We all do, right? There's a setting on Google that tracks your location history. Why is someone tracking it if they're not going to use it? Hello? Hello? So someone knows where we all are at any time. Anyway, let me not get distracted. The second thing I think you can all do from today using technology to improve your lives is personal productivity. I calendar every engagement, even as far as date night with my wife. Hello? Because I only have 24 hours and we're not getting any younger. There's so much you have to do as an individual today that you have to be deliberate. And calendars are one of the basic tools that you have in every device. Every one of us has a calendar. Every one of us. So utilize it. Schedule the times that you will spend on reading. Schedule the times you will spend on leisure. Schedule your work times. So you don't show up late, so you don't forget meetings. Because as the world advances, people only take people who take commitments and schedules importance seriously. And so you have an obligation and you have the tools to utilize technology to improve your personal productivity. If you're a lawyer, for instance, you can utilize a tool like Calendly, and I'm talking to the lawyers in the house. Anyone here knows Calendly? Calendly. Thank you. And interestingly, Calendly is about a $40 million company started by Nigeria. Hello? It's based out of Atlanta. Calendly is an excellent tool. How do you use it? So you determine, if you're a lawyer, for instance, typically lawyers will have meetings with clients where they come for consultation, right? You can literally set up your time slots, maybe in blocks of 1 hour or 30 minutes. And if someone wants to see you, or you're a doctor, all you need to do is send them your Calendly link. They click, they check through it, and select the time that works. And it's fully integrated with your phone or your iPad or whatever device you use. Even pastors can use it, so that people are not just showing up in your office at any time. Calendly, I strongly recommend. I don't know how you operate if you do not use a calendar. As Christians, we have an obligation to be excellent, hello, to be punctual, and to be responsible. And technology can help you achieve that at a very low cost. The third example that I want to bring up is personal finance. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you guys don't like this one. Technology, there's so many tools today that can help you improve your personal finance. From as little as expenditure tracking apps, hello? Apps that help you track your spending, to as complex as apps that help you set up compulsory saving targets. Has anyone here, and I'm going to use this opportunity to do free advertising for one of our portfolio companies. Has anyone here ever heard of a company called PiggyVest? Hello? Do you use it? Use PiggyVest. If you don't like PiggyVest, use Cowrywise. But PiggyVest is our investment, is our portfolio company, so use PiggyVest. But my goal is not to market PiggyVest. My goal is to suggest to you that there are technologies today that can ensure that you develop a good habit of personal finance management. There are apps today that can help you do everything from budgeting to tracking. You're a small business, you're not keeping track of your expenditure. There are free apps you can use. So you really have no excuse. And the last point I wanted to speak about is the fact that technology is the best way to accelerate the solving of problems. And in solving these problems are actually the most profound business opportunities. How much time do I have left? 5 minutes, thanks. And in solving these problems are some of the most profound business opportunities. I'll name a couple. A couple of years ago, about maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, if you wanted to collect payments online, for instance, you had very limited options. Very limited. I mean, we had InterSwitch at the time, but with InterSwitch, it would take you months to set up, and it never really worked. It was extremely unreliable. Today, you now have companies started by Nigerians, companies like Flutterwave, companies like Paystack, that have completely transformed that entire space. Literally, if you have an idea right now to sell this message, you can record it. Hello, maybe someone will do this. You can record it, host it on, let's say Facebook or whatever, and you can have a payment link in the next 15 minutes and start collecting money. Now, that is what happens when you apply the power of creation that we all have and we leverage technology. And I think what I want to challenge us with is every one of us has that power. Every one of us today, you don't need to go to Harvard, you don't need to go to Yale, you don't need to go to Stanford, you don't need to leave Nigeria. Every one of us sitting here today can identify a problem and utilize technology to solve it at scale. And in that are the millions we're all looking for. Now, let me end by taking us through some practical steps of using technology to solve these types of problems that then become massive business opportunities. Hello? Anyone wants to hear that? The first step that I think people often miss is really motivation, and I'll explain. The motivation for any business or any problem you want to solve using technology has to start from a very sincere place of identifying a problem that is personal to you. Hello? And that requires a great deal of curiosity. Hello? And so, if you are the kind of person who encounters problems on a daily basis and just walks by them, you need to go do some work before this becomes relevant for you. As Christians and as people who will leverage technology, we must become curious. We must question everything we see. You walk by, somewhere where there's a problem. You must first of all have the ability to be interested, because that ability helps you, draws you closer to problems, and helps you diagnose problems in a way that can lead you to the discovery of incredible opportunities. And so step one is that you must first identify a problem that you are keen on solving and spend time to diagnose it. Why does this problem occur? How long does it happen? What attempts have been made to solve it in the past? Why did they work? Why did they fail? Oftentimes, people, see or they see someone else that is already tackling the problem, and that's the reason they want to tackle it. It has to be personal to you. And so step one is identify a problem and diagnose it. Step two is to conceptually design your solution. Don't just rush to go hire a developer. Hello, who's done that before? Someone has. Don't just rush to go hire a software developer or go to China and do MOU with a company in China. Spend time to conceptually design the solution. Mock it up on a framework, wireframe, share it with other people, discuss it. A complex solution that works was first a simple solution that worked. Hello? And so you've got to start from ground zero. Design that, sketch it, wireframe it, paint the picture of what the solution looks like. The next thing that you need to do is you need to do what we call a journey map. Map out the journey of, I hope I'm not getting too technical. Hello? Map out the journey that users, customers, even in the church. So maybe you're trying to improve membership signups. Follow this process. Map out the journey of interaction that your users will utilize with the product. Especially do it for the before and after. That is, before this solution was visited, how do people interact with that process. After it's implemented, how will you interact with it? Once you've done that, then you can start experimenting to determine the best application of technology for that problem. Because the reality is we live in a world today where there are numerous applications of technology for every problem. Hello? And oftentimes, the trick is really determining the simplest application of technology for the problem you're trying to solve. Your solution does not have to be complex. As a matter of fact, some of the best technology creations are the simplest ones. Anyone remember when Instagram first launched? How many buttons did it have? Anyone? One button. It was very basic. And that was deliberate because the users knew that the solution had to be very simple for it to gain massive adoption. I've made mistakes. In some of our early work, we built solutions to be extremely complex. And then you know the trick? When you launch that solution, you use what we call analytics to track how much of what you built people actually interact with. In one of the cases, less than 10%. Hello? And we had spent time and money and months building this very complex thing that we liked. But the reality is the users only interacted with 10% of it. At the end of the day, human beings only want very basic things. And so in designing your solutions, focus on the key pain points. Focus on the main problems people have. And if you have some time, you might study something called the jobs to be done, which is a model developed by someone called Clayton Christensen that helps you target the real pain points that people want to solve. Now, so once you've determined the best application of technology for the problem you're looking to solve, and as I'm mindful I'm over time, I'm rounding up now, the next step is to build what I like to call an MVP. Hello, an MVP is a minimum viable product. This is the simplest version of your idea, your product, or your solution that can help you gain some feedback that people would use that would prove to you that this solution actually has some application. Now, people miss it. A lot of people I know miss it here. And this doesn't have to always be with a business. It can be with a simple solution we're trying to solve at church or in your ministry. Because oftentimes, we see a problem we want to solve, and we rapidly want to build the biggest version of it. Start with something small. Push that, launch it into the market. I'm looking at someone on that side. Launch it into the market, test it, get feedback, and iterate. The best technologies are scaled over time. And we were seeing an image of the evolution of the camera. Hello? There's a really profound image. Anyone here knows the Google Glass? The Google Glass. I was shocked, as I was researching about the Google Glass, that a company like Google, as wealthy as they are, they use the same processes of wireframing, building an MVP, scaling it gradually to build that product. They could have just commissioned, all kinds of gazillion millions of dollars to build, and just dump it. But these disciplines of MVPing, iterating, getting feedback, and scaling your solution are tried and tested. And I challenge anyone to leave here today to first of all start to use technology to improve your personal productivity, to improve your knowledge, to improve your personal finance, or perhaps build the solution that the world needs today. Thank you very much.